Hi everyone. Welcome back to another video. I want to start off by thanking everybody for their likes, shares, and subscribes and your views. By liking the messages, this is how we get messages out to other people. So I do want to thank you guys for just being you. So today, you know that my topics are coming straight from the heart, and it's things that, like I said, I've experienced. I have maybe past, present, or things that I feel like is to come. Also, I like to kind of give my side on the latest topics. So this is a topic that's been eating me up. I don't even know really. I think the only reason why it took me a minute to even upload this topic is because I didn't know how I was going to present it to you guys. So, you know, I'm just going to be me in my rare form and just say what needs to be said as far as how I feel. And again, you might not relate to this message. You might be able to relate to this message. I want everybody to use discernment. I want everybody to go within and see what works best for their life and have your own opinions on different topics. Have your own opinions on different things because everybody is unique. So everybody has a different walk in life. Yes, we all are similar, but we all have unique things about us where not two people are just alike. You know, like I said, you could be raised in the same household, same mother, same father. Don't mean that y'all can have some of the same experiences. Don't mean that you process that experience the same way as your sibling. You could be twins and y'all could go through some of the same things. Don't mean that y'all are going to look at things the same. Don't mean that y'all going to process it the same. Don't mean y'all going to have the same opinions. So that's why I always tell everybody to go within and figure out what's best for you. Figure out, you know, your thought process. Figure out how you feel. Don't just go by somebody else. Because this topic that I'm bringing now is a bunch of people's opinions. So we got this thing called where they've been saying this for a long time, especially when the Matrix movie came out about the red pill or, you know, the green pill, or blue pill. People say different color pills or whatever. So there's a big discussion going on now about women that are 30 and over. And it's a lot of men out here that's saying that, you know, basically we're not going to be able to obtain a high value man because we're too old. They can find the same version of us, but a different, at a younger age. So, women need to stop telling other women that they're special. Which I find is it's true if you're looking from it from a surface level. But if you look deeper into the message, then that's not all the way accurate. That's how I feel. They want you quiet, cooking and cleaning. And so, that's another thing that's getting put out here, that, you know, they don't care if the woman has input, if she doesn't have personality, if, you know, she has something profound to say or not. They don't care about that. They just want you quiet. They want you cooking and cleaning. So I'm going to start talking about some of these topics now, some of these bullet points. Quiet, cooking and cleaning. I'm going to be honest with you. In my opinion, you know, for a lot of ladies, quiet cooking and cleaning. You should be cooking and cleaning, if not for no one else but yourself. So cooking and cleaning, I feel like everybody in this world, whether male or female, should know how to put them at least 5 good meals that they enjoy together. That's just because at the end of the day, If you don't know how to cook, you're going to be dependent on someone else, whether you eat fast food all the time or whether you feel like you got to jump into relationships to get partners that'll cook for you. A relationship ain't guaranteed. So I feel like everybody should be able to cook for themselves. Everybody should be cleaning. Like one of the scriptures says, cleanliness is next to godliness. So yes, you do want to be able to clean. Sometimes your mind can get more focused. You can get things done. You might need structure. Cleaning it goes deeper than just to make your house look good. Cleaning is very important. Like I said, sometimes when we have a cluttered house, we have a cluttered mind. So that is important. As far as a relationship, I feel like those things are some things that you should have before you even get into a relationship. Learning how to cook and learn how to clean. That really doesn't necessarily have to be you doing it or you learning it to be in a relationship, because the first relationship that you should have will be with the Most High. And by having a relationship with the Most High is you having a relationship with yourself. So, those two things are important. As far as a man will be able to trade you in for a younger version, that is true. But let me tell y'all ladies, a lot of these times we got to watch that, because a lot of these times the guys, you remember back in the day, the guys were only going after women that were underage, that were very young, and that was legal back then for them to marry them when they're young and when they're, they don't know nothing. In my opinion, then that is a person whose mind only goes so far, because why would you want somebody that's young, that don't know nothing, that's experienced, because you guys are trying to take advantage? I don't like that. That's called grooming. And I'm going to let y'all know that by you listening to this social media, because I would have never even known. I know that guys think like this, because I was raised, like I said, birthed by a person that's a narcissist. So he told me that I need to make sure that I keep my body together. And, he said the same thing: cook, clean, keep your body together, or a man ain't gonna want me. So I do understand that. But what I don't understand is targeting younger women. Yes, even they admitted that older women got good bodies too. So you're only going after the younger women. Why? Because they don't ask for a lot, and their minds they're not mature. Some of them, most of them. So I feel like that is a grooming mechanism where, they're only targeting women that don't know anything. I want to let y'all know that y'all best days are yet to come. Don't, go into this where you feel like life is over. You can't find somebody. You're not going to be able to be happy. You're not going to be able to live the life that you want to live, because now you done got to a certain age and now ain't nobody going to want you. That is bull. Don't feed into that. A lot of the times, depending on what you're Googling on social media, what you're looking up, all this stuff is basically out here. It will try to program you into thinking that life is over. The powers that be are looking at what you're Googling. If you're looking up things on relationships, if they know that that's what you desire, they're watching the movies that you watch, they're watching the reality shows that you watch. Everything that you do in this life you're being watched. So a lot of the times, your social media, what comes up in your feeds, will be targeted to, distract you or get you feeling some type of way, get you in your feelings about life. And some of the times, the powers that be that is watching you is lower energies. These are some dark energies that are watching y'all, that want y'all to be in a state of depression, want y'all to give up on yourselves, want y'all to feel hopeless because you're not the age that people want you to be. You're not the size that people want you to be. You don't give off the look that people want for you. And I'm here to tell you that that's not true. A lot of these views, I would have never even when my father figure had told me that, I still always felt good about myself. I wouldn't have even known that due to social media, this is how a lot of people feel. I wouldn't have even known that because I wasn't even on social media like that, and I wasn't even paying attention or caring what somebody say. You know, I have a grandmother that once told me she's always heard it was a shortage of men, and she ain't never felt the shortage. I agree with her. Because there are so many people out here in this world. There's no way that there's 7 billion people, over 7 billion people on this planet, that we can't get somebody that we desire. There's no way that people are going to, I don't care how many videos I watch, there's no way that people are going to tell me that due to my age, due to the fact that I got kids, due to, the fact that I'm choosing education, I'm choosing to heal myself before I can enter into another relationship, that I can't find nobody. Don't let them discourage you from what you desire. Us women are very good manifestors, and we have the spirit of discernment. We have intuition as one of our powers. So I feel like we should be cultivating our powers that we have. You can manifest you a relationship. No, it's not too late when you're over 30. It's not too late. But if you believe that, first of all, you have to believe what they're saying. And then once you believe that, then that is what your life will represent. That's what you're going to see out here in this world, is the things that you believe. Because it starts in the mind. Don't get discouraged by listening to this social media bullcrap. If the men are desiring younger women, let them go to the younger women. I don't care how good you cook. I don't care how clean your house is. I don't give a dang how quiet you are. That does not mean that guarantees you a relationship. And especially for us black women. They want to say that we're argumentative. I agree to a certain degree that a lot of us are argumentative. We have to work on learning how to communicate how we feel and learning how to communicate our desires in a healthier way. That's true. We all can. As black men and as black women, we can learn to communicate better with each other. But first of all, the communication starts with yourself. So in order to learn how to communicate effectively or better, you learn how to communicate with the Most High better. Learn how to talk. Learn how to listen to what the Most High is telling you. Learn how to ask for things that is going to be healthy for your life, not things that you just want that might not be good for you. What about the things that you need? Learn how to thank the Most High when you have asked for things and they've been given to you. When you've manifested your desires. A lot of us right now, we are living in and we are living with some of the things that we asked for. Some of the things we got on our knees and prayed for. Some things that we was in tears for, we got it right now. So we have to be grateful for what we have right now. People say they don't believe in manifesting. How not? You manifested where you live right now. You might have manifested that job that you have right now. You might be currently in a relationship and you manifested that. There's proof every day and all around us of the things that we are capable of doing. You got children. You might have manifested those children, right? You had a desire to be a mom. So I wanted to say that. Also, I wanted to say, tomorrow is not promised. Our goal is to stay in the present moment. You could get into a relationship. How long will it last? You don't know. It's not guaranteed. Just like you could get into a relationship and your spouse may pass away. Tomorrow is not promised. So we have to learn to appreciate every day, every moment that we're in right now. This is the present moment. There's no sense of us spending our time on earth when we could still be having pleasure, when we could still be happy, when we could still have joy, when we could still have peace, and not have exactly everything that we want. We don't know when our expiration date is. Only the Most High knows that. So you're going to spend the time, the precious time that you have with your present, with your gifts right now, and you're going to spend it in sadness or in hope of getting into a relationship. You can still be happy until you get that relationship. What if you died today? That relationship never came, so you're not supposed to be happy? You're not supposed to have joy? I feel like what has happened is there's so much emphasis on being in a relationship. Like I told you guys, we are here to help heal the world, but we have to start by healing ourselves. It is hard for us to heal when we're so focused on when my man gonna come. Or when we're focused on, oh, I'm not good enough now. Now I chose to be a mom before I chose to be married. Yes, we could have made a better choice, but it still wasn't guaranteed. There's people that's married right now or was married and their spouse passed away, so they're single moms. You've already made the choices that you made. We can't go backwards. We can only go forwards. So we cannot sit on this earth and feel like let's live in regret. Let's live in doubt. Let's live in fear. It's not for us to live in fear. The Most High don't want us living in fear, don't want us living in doubt and regret. Those are low vibrational energies. You're not going to be able to manifest the things that you want if you're always looking at what happened, what you did, coulda, shoulda, woulda. A relationship ain't guaranteed. Tomorrow's not even promised. So even thinking that the relationship is promised, why would you? Who said that? But what you can have is a relationship with the Most High. The Most High is always there for you to talk to, always there to comfort you, always there to keep you. What you can have is a relationship with yourself. It's not based upon how skinny you are, if you're quiet, if you're the cleanest person in the world, competing with other people. And I remember I watched a little clip from Janae Ayoko, and she was saying, she don't compete, she completes. I felt that in my soul. We out here spending our energy and our time trying to compete with the next person. They already done told you that it doesn't matter if you got a good body, you cook, you clean. There's still always going to be somebody younger than you. You could be competing in a losing battle. That's why it's good for you to appreciate your differences. It's good for you to appreciate the things that make you special. It makes you unique. I see a lot of people don't like this word special. And I don't know how old y'all are, but I remember growing up watching Barney. And Barney had that song, "Oh, you are special, special. Everyone is special. Everyone in his or her own way." So it's like, it's the same as unique. We all, like I said, we are similar, but we all are unique as well. Learn to appreciate the things that make you different, that makes you unique, and love them. Then you can attract somebody that will love your uniqueness, and they won't want you to be a quiet robot. A lot of us have been submitting to people that are narcissistic, and you know that's a losing battle. These narcissists will spin you, turn you on a loop, take you for a ride, a never-ending dead zone where it ain't gonna go nowhere. I don't think that we've had a problem with submitting. Submitting has not been the problem, but who are you submitting to? A lot of these people can't lead themselves, and just because they have 8 figures, 7 figures, 6 figures, don't mean that they're leaders. Money does not equal being a leader. A lot of people have the ability to make money, but they aren't emotionally mature. They're not psychologically mature. They're not spiritually mature. They're thinking surface level. So you have to let the people that swim in the surface stay in the surface. And yes, it might be a small percentage of men that think outside the box. Don't be so quick to jump into a relationship with somebody that's going to put you in a box with everybody. That's a shame that, you know, a lot of people want us women to not even have wisdom and common sense. They just want us to go with whatever they're saying and be able to cook and clean. Why would God give us brain if we was just meant to just be quiet and cook and clean? A lot of us, we can't do that even if we wanted to. We're highly intelligent. We're here to make changes and differences. That's cool for the people that want to do that. They want to turn off their brain and just go by what a man is saying and cooking and cleaning. Ain't nothing wrong with that if that's what they want to do. But a lot of us can't do that if we wanted to. We saw where that took us. We saw the road that led us down. Turning off your brain. People taking advantage of you. So don't be so quick to think that that's okay and that's cute to just be cooking and cleaning and being quiet. I done told y'all. Don't let this social media change y'all into being people that are low vibrational. There's no way in the world that God gave you all these gifts that you're supposed to suppress your gifts in order to fit into somebody else's circle, in order to fit into somebody else's box and bubble. You have to be okay that, hey, I might not get into a relationship. And I'm not saying that it's easy, ladies. I'm not saying that. There's times where I be thinking to myself, like, I get emotional, like, I do desire a partner eventually. I'm human, and a spiritual person having a human experience. But at the same time, let me tell you, one reason why I got into a relationship was because of society. I was cool being by myself. I knew that I was here to, bring things to this world. I knew that I was here for a purpose, more than just being in a relationship. So for years, I was okay being not in a relationship. And that scared me because I felt like, well, I'm a person that don't cheat. I like to only sleep with one person at a time. I don't desire to sleep with a lot of people. So I just automatically thought, oh, I should be in a committed relationship where I submit. Because I like the guy to be the leader. That doesn't necessarily mean that. I might not never get into another relationship. And that's okay. You got to be okay with it, because once we start getting desperate to be in a relationship, then we start settling for anything. Ain't nobody gonna tell me that our best years was when we was 20 and when we was in our teenage years and we didn't know no better. We hadn't healed ourselves. We didn't know how to help ourselves. We couldn't cultivate the things that our experiences. I refuse to let somebody tell me that. They want you to believe that when you were unhealed and your unhealed self, that was your best days and you missed it. What? How? How was those our best days when we were too unhealed to even know what was going on? How was our best days when we were just living life and going with the flow and, you know, making mistakes and doing different things that could have been silly because of our lack of knowledge, our lack of experience. Still living out generational curses. Don't let nobody tell y'all that. Don't let nobody fool you into thinking that you got to go ahead and run and get into a relationship, because if not, you're going to be alone. There's worse things than just being alone, guys. I could think of a million things that are worse than just being alone. Just because you're alone don't mean you're lonely. Don't you want to bring your best self, your best version of yourself to a relationship? Because I do. When and if there's a person out there for me, I want to make sure that I'm the best version of myself. Ain't nothing wrong with being physically fit. Yes, you should be healthy for yourself. But everybody comes in different shapes and sizes. There's going to be somebody out there that loves you regardless. So I just wanted to bring these messages to you guys. I want y'all to commit to yourselves first and foremost before you even worry about what social media is talking about. Worry about what another person wants you to be. It's ludicrous for men to tell us how we should be. We are women. The womb man. God created everybody wonderfully. Perfect the way that we are. Even with the flaws and all. So continue to work on yourselves. Continue to work on being a healthy person. Continue to love yourself. Continue to keep growing. Make sure you're aware of what you're watching on social media. Make sure you're aware of what you're listening to, who you're around. Keep your heads up and keep going, okay? So I want to thank y'all for listening, taking time out of your day. Have a wonderful, beautiful day. Goodbye.